So, a quick disclaimer about the video you're about to watch. The way the video ended is not Isle's fault, it's not the paddleboard's fault. It was me really pushing the envelope, and I like to do that, and today the envelope ripped. It was a hot one today too, so enjoy. I am going to explore a section of Urban Creek that I've never fished before. I haven't fished it because a lot of it is next to impossible to get into. I think it's going to be 2 or 3 miles worth of creek. I don't know for sure, but I'll show you how we're going to track that. And look at all the burrs I got on the rope just trying to get down in here. So today I'm fishing the Hunt BFS from Kistler, 3X version. Got the Shimano Calcutta Conquest BFS. I have this fish setting on the Garmin, and it should track sort of how far I'm going and the distance as well.
So good to be alive. I see my life flash before my eyes. Where's the bottom line?
I'm running with no fin today because I expect most of this to be so shallow.
Never give up on the chemistry. Real knows real. I do believe we could do anything and just wait. A new day is on the horizon.
Hit it. Hey, no, I just got started.
Catch a lot of bass?
Good bit of smallmouth in here, yeah.
What do you use to catch up smallmouth?
Today I'm trying a buzz bait, but any little minnow bait works. Little Ned rig, Helgramite. Now at some point, we'll probably be standing up, but for now, just as I get going, we're gonna do everything on our knees. You see, this looks like it's got some depth, but I'm literally catching rocks all the way down. Could be in for a long day, people. Could be in for a long day. Oh, there's a nice buck over there on the side. They're definitely watching me like, what is this guy doing? I don't know, quarter mile in, microphone falls off. This experiment has been a challenge. I mean, that's the deal with experiments sometimes, right? You gotta try things. You know, this looks deep. There's flow, there's color coming in. Usually smallmouth don't like colored water if they can avoid it. So I'm thinking, well, maybe there's a food source coming in and they're hanging out down here a little bit lower on the seam. Okay. We got nothing. You know, the magic spot today, if we find it, is going to be a spot where there's current feeding into a deep pool, and probably ideally even current adjacent to a deep pool. Yeah, that one felt and sounded like a better fish. There we go. Finally got hooked up on one. There we go. Finally hooked up on one. He's peeing on me. Come on, dude. There we go. Not quite the monster we're hoping to find today, but we're on the board. See if there's anything here in this. Outflow. Another one, not huge, but quick release. I'm not sure if this is going to be deep enough to ride through or not. Once I start dragging bottom, it's easier just to get out, pull it alongside me. I'm thinking this next bridge coming up might be the bridge to an old factory I worked in. It's still in business, actually. I haven't worked there since 2002. You know, and now that I got down here to what I thought was like a wall, I know what this is. Clear back when I worked for this company, they had some seepage into the creek. This looks like part of that remediation. Really not sure what that's for. It's like a fun way to feed bait into the water. We're coming up on a wastewater treatment plant, and while I would guess that the water coming in is very clean water, it still has a distinct aroma in this stretch. You know what? I gotta fish this stretch. So this stretch right here, it's got depth and current and structure on the deep side. There's one. Still not a big one yet. All the ones we have been catching have been nice and healthy. Let's get him into the light a little bit more. This down here looks like it's got a little bit of depth, got a little bit of structure on the side, so I'm trying to fish it as I kind of float down towards it. It's definitely deep enough for a smallmouth in there. Now we got a little eddy over here. There we go. Might be the best fish of the day too. He feels pretty nice. Oh no! No! No. I knew it was high risk. I was hoping it would be high reward. And I'm hoping that's not the only really nice fish we get onto today, but he felt pretty darn good. I mean, this is my 3X. Granted, he was in the current. I was unstable. But, dang, he was right where I thought a big fish might be with these conditions. What are you gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. Go jump back on the paddleboard. Keep making progress downstream. Okay, so as much fun as I have with top water, I have decided to switch off to a Z-Man jerk shad. So I'm going to see if I can't catch more fish. Got 3 more bridges coming up here, and then after that, I think I kind of know where it goes, but you can't see it from the road as far as I can tell. So this is like the most uncertain part of the trip for me. A little bit of depth here. We've got a little smallmouth. Oh, man, is he fat though? Come on, let go. There we go, first bite on the. I don't want to get another cast down in there. And that wasn't really like a vicious strike. He just kind of inhaled it. Oh, there's another one. There's another little one though. I think he's little. He's definitely fighting. My gosh, are these guys fat. He inhaled this one. So he doesn't want to let go of it. Oh, there we go. These fish are so healthy, I'd like to see if I can catch a decent sized one out of this stretch. Well, unfortunately, my float's going to get cut short because the paddleboard got a leak in it, and I hit a rock that I didn't see pretty darn hard. I mean, it's hard enough to basically knock me almost off the paddleboard. Looks like it's right on a seam, so I'll try to patch it and we'll get it out next time. But since I'm down here, and since I got to try to figure out a place to get out where I don't get in trouble, I at least want to try to fish this corner down here, see if we can't catch a few more. Duh. And what a way to finish. I got a backlash, casted the bait off. So honestly, this trip is kind of filled with disappointments today. You know, I come out in the heat, I thought this would be a fun idea. Missed the biggest fish of the day. Had that one backlash. I only caught 5 fish in 2 hours. But the biggest disappointment is, punched a hole in the bottom of the paddleboard. But they do send a repair kit. It is right on a seam, so it's not like I ripped through the material. We're gonna get the paddleboard fixed up, and we'll get it back on the water here real soon. I still don't know what comes after this stretch. I don't know how far it is. We'll figure it out maybe next time. So as far as my assumptions on the distance, 2.72 miles. I was out here for a little over 2 hours. You know, live and you learn. Maybe I pushed it a little bit too hard. Maybe I was just having too much fun, being a little bit of a jag off. But now I gotta get the paddleboard up this incline. I'm gonna call my wife to come pick me up. This is really not the way I expected to end this video, carrying a deflating paddleboard through an industrial park. In the struggle to get the paddleboard up, I lost my glasses somewhere, but I don't think I'm gonna go back down there and try to find them. Still better than being at work. In a way, it's kind of fitting, right? My whole point is to not go to work, not be in an office on a Monday morning, and my paddleboard adventure ends abruptly at an industrial park. It's just filled with office buildings. I do want to say that, like, I don't think the way it happened today was the fault of the paddleboard. This was not a defect. You know, I hit a sharp rock really hard, looked like right where most of my weight was. I hit hard enough to almost throw me off. So these are great paddleboards. I'm going to patch this up and we're going to use it some more. But I also plan on picking up Isle's new fly water. Like, this doesn't deter me from being a customer of theirs at all. I was pushing the envelope like I do a lot of the times. This time the envelope ripped. So we're just going to patch it back up and we'll get out there again. But I found some good stretches that I can get into again. Yep, that is definitely not the way we want to end a trip.